Now we are heading to the mountains of Miranda State, specifically to San Pedro de los Altos, where flower cultivation has become a driving force for development for the inhabitants of small towns. There, producers and also workers join forces to boost a sector that could take Venezuelan floriculture to the top of international markets. Our correspondent Alvaro Fragua continues to travel throughout the beautiful country of Venezuela, bringing us this story.
San Pedro de los Altos in the municipality of Guaycaipuro has become a flower production center thanks to its fertile soil that yields crops all year round and its mountain climate. Here the work of floriculturists like Douglas begins in the early hours of the day with the patient care of the mother plants and the seedbed.
It's what we use as mother plants, you know? We take the tips from them, put them in the seedbed, and after about 15 to 21 days, we plant them. By the time it reaches this stage of the process, about 4 months have passed, during which time they have bloomed like this.
Every week, the flowers are sent to the local market, the capital and the east of the country, creating jobs for people in nearby communities. This is an example of a local economy that unites small towns and offers an alternative to migration to large cities.
We mainly work with permanent staff. We need to work more. Once you focus on the harvest, you focus directly on the harvest without neglecting what you do every week, which is pruning, sowing in the seedbed, preparing the soil for sowing, fumigation, and all that.
The producer's objective is clear: to open up to foreign markets. The flowers from San Pedro are of high quality, but the sector is calling for more technical support, fertilizers, and machinery. The economic blockade imposed by the United States and supported by the West makes it difficult to access many supplies and increases production costs.
For me and for our country, it would be great to be able to export because that way we can generate more income.
It's a demand shared by the entire sector and one with which Olga is familiar, having spent her life working in floristry.
Bring more fertilizers and improve the soil with high-end equipment and technology because we really work with our hands here. The quality of the insecticides and vitamins we have for the plants is not the best.
Flower growing is also an act of respect for nature. In these mountains, producers reuse water and protect forest areas, aware that we're all just passing through this world and that the environment also belongs to future generations.
Here we try to respect the forest so as not to interfere with the water or anything like that. We reuse the water. We have a pump down there, and when there is no water, we send it back up so as not to destroy the ecosystem.
Although the work is hard, flower growers find it a source of pride and hope. They tell us that every bouquet contains a part of their effort, their land, and their dream of a more prosperous future.
It is gratifying to see the crop develop. The moment when the plant is growing, when you see it growing, you see the little bud, how it blooms, for example, at this moment you see it blooming, and you cut it and you are putting it together. There you see great happiness and personal satisfaction.